For now, it's a side project. I'm working on the Bronco XXIII submarine. Already added a subdriver inside. I'll explain some features about the things I've built. First, you can use, or you get the subdriver, not the subdriver, that will help, in two parts. And there is, take it out of the shadow, there's a vertical split. You can do two things, whether you cut it open on the waterline or you use this split. Using this split gives you some challenges to get it working. How did I fix this? On top, over here, you can see rare earth magnets. I made two bulkheads. One bulkhead is retaining these magnets and the other one on the other side. And what you can do, I hope I can show you this. I'll put on the camera in such a way that you can see what I'm doing. Let's do it with the camera in the hand. Now, with less force, you can open the helm, and when you search for the right moment, it's not an ideal situation, but if you look, you can snap it. This is going to be difficult with one hand. On the other hand, you have to believe me. Now it's open, like this. I had to make a special provision for it. I'm using a float mechanism, using the CES system inside this subdriver. I made a receptor, as you can see over here is the receiving part, and this part stuck to the SD. I'll show that later. Inside there's a lip seal for an airtight connection. I can pull this part away, like this. And then you've got your next problem. There are always problems with using not the traditional way. I want to pull this subdriver out. I made a special connection for the shaft, and I made two connections over here. This one is for the diving plane and the other one is for the rudder. You want to split or you want to get your SD out, just pull. You can see magnetic couplers, and I've reworked the shaft in such a way that it can be connected again. So if I still have to glue this part down, you can shove it in and out without any problems. The only trick was when you disconnect it, it can happen that your dive plane or your rudder is going in the wrong direction. And let's see what happens. This is the maximum deflection. Place tubes over here, and this magnetic coupler cannot come out of the tube, cannot fall down. You have to remember, the rear piece will be all glued together. So when it's tight, I'm never been able to get in without damaging the boat. So I decided to use this option. The other one is the same. If I pull, maximum deflection. I hope I can show that. Over there. You see the other magnetic coupling. So now we're going to connect subdriver again into the receiving tubes. A little bit shoving. It's a shame that this is not connected properly or not glued properly. And then you already click, and the click means, I'll show you this one. You see? Disconnected, connected. Now you wonder how it's possible to keep the subdriver rigid inside. Well, that's a simple solution. I made a notch over here. I cut it out the same proportion over there. I'll show it on the other side. Here you can see the notch, the receiving part for the notch. That prevents doing the tube sideways motion. Now you've got the longitudinal motion, front and rear. I solved that by putting here barriers, little barriers, that will be locked up when you close the subdriver. Show it. As you can see, I have to do this 2 inches. Now it's locked, and between, this space between is exactly the measurement of those barriers over there. So now it's locked front to forward and sideways. So it's a fun thing to build. I have to place the Type 17 in the fridge for now. And I'm also working on the front part. I've redone the torpedo tubes for my own purposes. They will be placed over here. This is the next generation, using other mechanics than inside the Type 17. I have to place servos inside for the front dive planes, torpedo tubes, and with a little bit of luck I can make the periscopes and the snorkel unit working. But I'll have to see about that. I'll split it once again. As you can see that. Just by pulling, you can do this. Just by pulling this. I'll keep it on the edge. There it's got your subdriver over here. So it's completely free of everything, and you can shove it in whatever you want. I had to make some provisions on top. Those tubes are normally those plastic hoses, but since I slide the SD in and out, I have to make it very tidy inside. So I solved it like this. You take one of the air tubes like this. You can insert it over here. It's a little bit tricky, but it can be done. Let's try. Maybe there's tweezers with it. Let's try here. Alright. These big measurements. I'll take a pair of tweezers. Now, stuck it in. The difficulty of doing these things with one hand. Like this, and that connection will be made over here, like this. And when you want to open the subdriver, just pull them out, and that's it. So, for now, I'm busy with this baby, and rebuilding the inside. And the fun part is, you can also display it as a static model. I'll show you it. Just by doing this. Like this. When the other halves are connected, you can make it as a whole. And you can see if I let it loose, it will flip open because the subdriver is being used as the backbone of this boat. So when you slide it in, then I hate magnets. Then it's more rigid, the boat. It's a simple and easy method, I think. It requires some tricks to get everything magnetically coupled, but that's the fun part of this. So I say until next time.